Specific beauty. Oh, hello. When I specific. Specific beauty. Oh, hello. When I've had a long day of letting hoes have it and ruling the world, sometimes my skin is just dry and I need a pick me up. And for that, I use specific beauty. Specific beauty. Specific beauty. Specific sulfate-free, plant-based alternative for all skin types. It works for everyone, even you sensitive bitches. And I love it. Specific beauty. Specific beauty. Oh, hello there. And welcome to the BGKH show on vacation. I'm your host, Dominion. Epic was too poor to come with us. Follow me. First, you see my own personal Dora Milaje, who will be watching over me on this fabulous vacation. Thank you. I love you. A lovely penthouse suite for the weekend. Welcome to Lavender Hill. This is a lovely tile backsplash. Oh, this is a nice little, the camera's on me, dear. Thank you. The camera's on me. So lovely, this is one of my favorite sayings. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you can miss it. Ferris Bueller. Rest in peace. Yeah. This is nice.
We should have put one at the spa.
Join me on the balcony.
He was busy relaxing and enjoying ourselves.
Doesn't mean you can't.
Look at all of the lovely people who think that they're stunting on hoes by having their own little area. But guess who's looking down on you bitches? It must be nice to be lower middle class. I chose the artwork in this place myself, because I am an angel. I tell people all the time that I am a ray of goddamn sunshine. And don't you forget it. Of course, here's a quote by my idol, the lovely Marilyn Monroe. I don't know if you've heard of Marilyn Monroe, but she said, keep smiling because life is a beautiful thing and there is so much to smile about. Oh, Marilyn. I just saw her last week. She's doing behind this door. Oh my God!
Oh, that was the fan for
Oh my God! This is a lovely little tub here. This for relaxing and some lovely sinks. Oh, hello. And welcome to my own private cabana number 8. Come on, camera person. Oh, my knees. Okay. Yes. Look at it. Isn't this lovely? Pose into the waters of Lake Minnetonka. And let's see. Oh, she's cold. All right. So, yes, very good. Oh, look. A lovely little bottle of Veuve Clicquot. Yes. Only the fanciest of champagne for the dog. Thank you. Thank you, wait person. I appreciate it. Oh, hello. And welcome back to
That
my
was it?
private cabana. They provided me a pool boy. Oh, isn't that lovely? Oh, thank you. And there's a person in the water. Oh, thank you. Thank you for joining me. Why are there people in my cabana? Camera person. Why are there pool people in my cabana?
Out of the cabana.
Thank you for cleaning the
Out of the
pool.
cabana.
Thank you. You may go now. Good help is so hard to find. Thank you. The nobility of labor. I appreciate it. You're welcome. It was a wonderful time with my pool boy, with my other pool boy, and the pool boy's husband, who I actually love. Again, thank you for this journey. I appreciate you, but not more than I appreciate you. Thank you. Oh, hello. And welcome to our own private winery
was hot
where
as
we've
shit
met
that day.
1,000 people that we don't know.
I'm thinking
join
back on it
us
was hot as
for
shit.
now.
It was a
I
little
will
warm.
Yeah.
begin.
You have this one gray hair
Glad you finally found
in
an
my
excursion
nose.
that you could
It's on
join
the other
us
side. I don't, yeah, it's, it's the one gray, and it just sticks out like.
Yes, you know.
I'll do it alone.
I know, but it's
She
like,
won't be on camera.
I know, but it drives me because I'll be like,
We're having
sitting there, I'll be like,
salad,
bitch, what?
and we are having our favorite wine, Snobby Bitch, who might be a future sponsor. Yes. So let's pour, because you know only the best wines come with a screw top.
Gotta look like
And
my
also
mother.
they come with a secret beauty.
I said, gotta look like my mother.
It's specific beauty. I keep saying secret, but I thought it was our secret. Camera person, can you correct him, please? Specific. Specific. There we go. There. Let's. Okay. It's kind of like urine, but I mean, okay, fine. Thank you. Oh, we have it. Oh, so this is Snooty Bitch. That's what we're doing. Snooty Bitch. Is that what we're doing? Snobby. Snooty. Snobby. Snooty. Snobby bitch. Snooty. Snob. Oh, come on. You know, didn't they teach you at Duquesne? Snobby. Snobby. See, you know, she's from Pittsburgh. You know.
Correction, darling. I went to school in Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh, Philadelphia. It's all the ghetto. So, all right, very good. All right, so let's just taste the wine. Let's taste the wine. All right, Snotty Bitch, and cheers. Cheers. Hail Mary, full of grace, and the cement to sit on our face. All right, thank you. There's some people here with us. I don't know them. All right, let's see. But notes of it's the people. Unfounded privilege. It's the people. Wet dog.
But why are they here? I don't understand.
And security. Sunshine. Yes, that's
Security?
it. Sunshine.
Could you call security? Could you call security?
Security. Security.
I don't know these people. I don't understand.
Camera person, can you call security, please?
I don't be security. I'm trying to eat my snobby bitch. Security. I'm trying to drink my snobby bitch in their mouth. It's very
Bad.
yeah. And it's
Very bad.
yeah. Yeah.
It's very bad.
This was vamping.
Oh, hello.
Hey, well, no shade.
I
Listen,
didn't
I
say
know work is
anything.
late.
Come on, camera person. Walk forward. The door
I have your,
thank you.
remind me I have
Thank you.
another
Thank you. Good help.
thing for you.
So hard to find
Sure.
these days. Thank you.
Man
so
move.
much.
Man move, yeah.
Oh.
Tangerine Dream. Yeah, thank you so
Will I
much
get it before I leave for Florida?
And Cuervo.
You could,
and
if I remember it.
and
Will you leave Friday?
Friday morning at 6 a.m. So
I'm
maybe
I'm not gonna put myself under that pressure.
You're fine.
Oh, and look who it is, everyone. Guest starring in my video. It's Epic. Say hello to the people, Epic.
I'm sorry. This is the test one. I'm just trying to understand. What are we doing? What is this? I don't have any hair. I don't have makeup. I don't have my move. I cannot.
All right, that's enough. That's enough. Look at our fabulous kitchen is joining us. Come through. And this is lovely. And look, we've got an outdoor area.
That
And
house
look at this.
was
This is
fucking
glorious.
amazing. It
And
was.
there's someone in
And
the pool.
like,
Pool
I
man.
could literally
Pool
just
man.
say,
What's going on here?
I'm good. I can live here. Like
Right.
I'd be
Squat.
Yeah, like I would be good.
Sir, why is there someone in my pool? Why is there someone in my pool? And look who decided to join us.
Why, hello. How are you? Listen, I'm so happy to be here with you today. I had to get myself together just a little bit, just a little bit of a thing.
Thank you
But
very much.
I'm here. But
Thank
here's the
you
thing. This
so
is what's
much.
going on.
Thank you.
This is how.
Thank you.
This is how the poor people.
Thank you.
1980s camera montage. There we go. Yes.
What? What?
That was so stupid.
What?
That was so stupid.
When you've had a long day of saving the children and fighting for world peace, you need specific beauty. So,
Scooch in a little bit.
Dominion and Epic are not affiliated with specific beauty in any way.
Oh, hello.
Hi, kittens.
How's everyone doing?
How y'all doing?
It's so good to see you. We're so happy to be back
It's very good to be
for
seen.
the season finale.
E.
Yes.
The final E.
It's the final E. The final E. The final E. 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 E.
Hey, y'all.
Hey,
What's
how's it
going on?
going?
What's going down?
What's the word? What's happening? What's the gaga? What's the gags? What's
Who's
the
gag?
tease?
Oh, this was the, you know what, Bougie Girl? We starting this. Is that how we started off today? This was the one where Epic was called Basic. Is that what we're doing?
Yes, and I immediately, because we could call afterwards, I texted him. I was like, girl, I was just joking. I don't really think you're basic.
Yes, he does.
I do not in the slightest.
Yes,
It was just a skit, and I do not want people to think that I think that one of my fourth best friend.
I will not keep taking this abuse on camera. Oh my Jesus.
I want him to know that he is loved as much as one can love one's fourth best friend. So
you all see all this abuse. I just want y'all to understand it. The abuse is real. The toxicity is just coming through. I just want y'all to know that. But it's okay. It's all right. Because
it's right. And
love
it's
me.
okay.
I love me.
Well, somebody has to.
Love me.
That's good.
I love me.
Good
I
for
love
you.
Me. Hey.
Good for you. So, thank you all for joining us. This is episode 184, and it also happens to be our season finale. We're going to go on a little July break for. Oh, girl,
can't
Got your numbers
bitch,
right.
oh, I can't get it together.
So this is cool because July is one of those. No, it's not a long month. There's only 4 Wednesdays in it, but 4 weeks off. So
August
4
is-
weeks to do nothing.
August
And
is fun.
I'm just letting you know, there's going to be some new and exciting shit that's happening. I'm going back.
Was that true?
No, this is Blue, who was on the show. Girl, I'm on the show. Why would you text me in the middle of the show?
Is that what we doing?
Blocked.
Let me see if I got a text message as well, because I don't know if I got a text message because you're texting him, but I'm just saying I just want to. Oh, I do have a text message. Let me just see if that. No, I do not. It is not from me.
But we will be doing some fabulous. We won't be doing much remodeling of Studio D.
Well, I thought that there was talks.
There will be new technology, so it will be a technology refresh.
But I thought there was talks about a Studio E.
Studio E is that's my commercial studio.
Well,
and that's what I let other people have dinner in. So
I cannot.
So no, we will continue to be in Studio D, but there will likely be some technology refresh mall.
Okay.
And some new and exciting things that the people will see.
Well, listen, we are trying to get, and hopefully this time will allow us, not say hopefully this time will allow us to do some of the things. We have a lot of ideas and things
this time
that we are trying to get onto paper and onto video, but we
Keep talking.
shall make it work. And there's a lot of, and we have a ton of stuff that we've fleshed out. We just have not done. But we'll get it together.
Mm-hmm.
No. But we will be this first week. I need to sit down.
Oh, I'm gonna be on
you're gonna be out in the hot.
There will be videos from Florida
and the Florida.
We need to our task this month is to make at least 5 videos a piece.
I'm not signing on for 5. I'll sign on for 3. And if we do anything more than that, that's a good thing.
4
I will
and a
sign
possible.
on for 3.
4 and a possible.
That does not mean we can't do more, but I will sign on for 3.
4 and a possible.
3 and a possible.
3 and 2 possibles.
Shut the hell up.
3 and a possible.
3 and a possible. Yes.
Right. We will each do 3 individual
so now
videos.
it's each?
Yes, that's what I said at first. Rewind the tape. I said we will each do 5 videos.
I didn't
and
hear
then you
each.
said 3, and then
So
I said 4.
So that's even making it more 3.
So you will do 3 individual videos on top of we will. Yes, because we're going to have some adventures together. We need to go back to the spa to do at least a video there. We may find ourselves at an amusement park or at some sort of a park or some sort of an event. Oh yeah, that's right. You planned all of this without me, but that's fine.
Actually, no, I didn't.
This time, everyone's gonna win. I got a show to do, baby. I'm mixing 2 characters, but sure. So 3 videos individually and 3 videos together. 4 videos together. That's 10 videos all together. Because we gotta have more. We gotta have more material.
You just went into 10 videos.
But we gotta have more material for these times when you're late.
Really?
I'm never late.
Why would you be late?
Even before.
Why would you be late?
In the entire 184 episode history of the BGKH show, name one time when I was late.
I can't. All I'm going to say is, good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you.
So anyway, 10 videos. 3 individual videos a piece and 4 group videos.
So listen.
They'll be easy to do.
If you are trying to do 10 videos, and we are doing 3 individual videos,
that's 10 total. 3 me, 3 you, 4 together. That's 10.
We will talk about this off air. I'm not signing on for anything more than 3 and a possible.
Ladies and gentlemen,
listen.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. we will be doing 10 videos. And the subject is closed. Thank you.
Listen,
So, how
you
was
all
your
can sit
weekend?
there and think if I'm going to do 10 videos. No, I'm not signing on for that. I'm signing on for 3 and impossible.
Oh,
That
Atlas.
does not mean that we can't do more, but I'm just saying.
Atlas says, stop abusing the help.
Who is he?
That's my son.
Who is he?
That's my son.
Oh. Okay.
All right.
Hi.
So 3 individual videos and 2 group videos. So that means
I would be more apt to do the
a
group
total
videos.
of 5 videos altogether.
Okay. I can commit to that.
All right.
Anything more than that, but I can commit to that.
All right.
I can commit to that.
All right.
There it is. So
Also, can be a
See,
ton of
this-
other hoes in your video.
this,
You know, like
now you got to have some caveats. You got to do some extra.
yeah, because I mean,
I
no,
mean-
all right, you can do whatever you want for your individual videos. You know, you feel free to add as many Negroes as you'd like, because I might have 1 or 2 in mind. I feel like Alfonso and Blade and Pussycat and all them, they've been dying to go on camera, so we'll do it at least once to shut them the fuck up. So, all right.
So much love.
I mean,
So
it
much
is love.
So
I
much
love them like a fucking fungus.
So much love.
Yes, we'll be also be getting save the date emails from Wolf Cortez. You know,
Oh.
she's getting married.
That's right. Congratulations. Oh, so we have 2.
No, come on.
Wait. We're supposed to sing it afterwards. It's afterwards.
No, it's dirt. Remember, it's
No.
part of the ceremony.
But it's but I mean, yes, for that
Just
setup.
as she walked in.
But then
But
for
this is just a preview.
Okay, all right,
All right.
okay. So we just gonna do the up to Queen. Okay. Get into this harmony. Get into this harmony.
One more
Are you
time.
listening? Listen. Y'all can't take it. Y'all
One more
I-
time. Starting with your. To be.
Y'all can't take it. It's all right. It's okay.
They're not even ready.
It's,
The
I mean,
people
I
are
just
not
it's
ready.
you.
So
You don't even understand.
So Cortez, you could just prepare for a space in your wedding for that. And so we just need to know what your colors are so we can get
are they
bash
bash and bash and
blush
blushful?
and blush and bash.
What did I say?
Bash and blushful.
Are they blushed and bashful?
Right. We need to know your colors so that we can
Are they
have
grape and aubergine?
dyeable pumps to match.
Well, yes.
And I think match at least at dyeable pumps and ties. So we can come in with a cute 4-inch heel.
Ooh. We're not giving church lady. I mean, we're supposed to give respectable church lady.
Oh,
at
well,
the
good.
wedding.
Thank God.
So
Because
yeah, that
4-inch
brings us down to like a 3.
4-inch heels, I'd be like, what?
That brings us down to like a
No,
3.
I'm giving you a 1.5.
Oh, that is a
the
dick
1.5.
beater. That ain't
heel.
listen. That's not even kidney heel. That's a dick beater. Just
I'll give you a dick beater in an assortment of colors
3
and a matching tie.
Listen, we're not trying to
big
get
old Steve Harvey wide choke your neck.
But
tie.
we're not trying to give Dorinda or Karen Clark Shear. We're trying to give more like Twinkie. Like we're trying to bring it all the way down because that heel, Dorinda and Karen Clark Shears is probably like that tall.
Mhm.
We're trying to give like a Twinkie, which is right down here. Because
That's about
you got to sit comfortably. You got to sit comfortably at the piano.
Okay,
So
that's cool.
so yeah, we can
All
get.
right, all right.
And again, we try. Listen, we
Something
are.
classy.
We are
simple
men
and
of a
classy.
certain age, and so we're trying to you live our best. That doesn't mean we cannot tip out in the 5 or 6 inch.
Right.
Not for long.
Right. We could stand in a 5-inch heel, but we cannot walk.
Right.
In
So
a 5-inch heel.
well, I mean,
we can walk too, but we're not walking around.
well, I have to see how I'm feeling on that particular day. I just have to put some extra.
Listen, honey, I got stamina.
Aspergream
Listen,
on that.
I
tongue.
got stamina when I need to, honey. I can make it happen.
So,
So yes. So how was your week and weekend?
my week was shitty so far, but my weekend was okay. That's it. That's
What'd you
where
do
I'm
for the
at.
weekend?
My weekend. So, kittens and kittenettes. I went to the King and the Spa.
Yes.
I was actually asked to go to the King and the Spa, and I actually went
Mhm.
to the King and the Spa with Dominion and one of our other brothers, Seder. And so when we got there, it was really cool. I enjoyed it. But I was laughing because we know it's a wet room and all that type of stuff. And, it's a spa, so you're supposed to be naked. But then I was laughing at these towels because this towel was like a hand towel, like that big.
I have 7 of them.
Okay. Well,
but they're slightly larger.
So I was like,
than this. So
I was like, what the fuck?
You are completely naked. This is literally the towel that they give you. And so if you need to dry off, this is the only towel they give you.
Oh, this is the other one.
Yeah, these are just like chamois.
Okay.
These are like ShamWows.
But
this is the entire towel that they give you. So you see lots of dudes walking around like this.
Right. And listen, it was very, very comfortable. It was very clean. It wasn't sleazy or skeevy or skeezy.
No.
It was very nice. Now the wet room was cute. Even the ice cold
I always enjoy the cold room. How was that super hot room? Because when we opened that door and I was like, no, girl, this feels like a trick to kill a bunch of Negroes.
Baby,
so
when
I
I
was
tell
like, no, I'm not
when
getting
you
in
sit in intense heat like that, all you want to do is lean over and go to sleep. And baby, I sat there and I was like this. I said, bitch, this is amazing. Like, and with the heat, like you feeling yourself stretch and you start feeling more flexibility. So for me, I was just kind of like, this is amazing. Like I was bending my neck, my back, like my vertebrae.
No. I'm talking about the oven room.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like I was sitting in there.
Because everybody that come out the room looked like they lost 45 pounds.
But then by the time you come out, because I sat in there so long, I was like, bitch, I was hot. I was like, okay. But it was really cute. The pool was cute. It was really cute. And the fashions from the King and the Spa were amazing.
Oh, I have two pairs of the pants for you.
Okay, so I have the 2 and the 4.
I have 2 pairs of 4 pants for you.
I haven't tried on the 4 yet, but I think I'm good with just the 2. But I mean, I could, if you're trying to get rid of it,
I'm definitely getting, because those are way too big for me.
I mean, the 2 was,
you got a little bit more hips and body, yaddy.
But that 4, I haven't tried the 4 on, so I don't know what that is. But anyway, as long as it's comfortable, I don't really care, because I'll be lounging around the house in them.
Hold on, I see it.
So
I took Epic specifically for his birthday.
Yes,
because
he did.
I had a coupon.
See the
Because
shade.
I had
the backhanded shade. See the backhanded shade. I want y'all to understand. This is why I'm the 4th. I'm the 4th, not the 2nd or the 1st, but the 4th.
To be
4th.
shade.
4.
We are still planning a group trip. Perhaps that will be one of our adventures during the month off. Oh shit. Lola said my birthday was Monday. Oh, this is awkward.
So
happy birthday, Lola.
Happy birthday.
You look so good. You do. I'm so happy.
You do.
I'm so happy you
Yes,
finally
you do.
turned 21.
Yes, you do. You look amazing. Yes, you do.
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 You look so good, girl.
Good.
You
good.
go, girl.
Good.
You go. You fucking
Happy birthday,
go.
love. But
and you look good, Tyra, too, for 22. You
okay.
Tyra.
I didn't know that. Okay, Lola. Okay, cool.
Bougie girl said the blacks. How dare she?
Lord have mercy. But yeah, it was a good weekend. I'm glad I did it.
I have a few observations about the spa, which we'll get to shortly.
Oh, lots of men with lots of booty,
rocking everywhere.
Lots of men with booty, and I was like, oh my god, like these.
That was perfect. The most sexy men that I have seen.
They were
there.
perfect.
Yes.
I was like, oh my gosh, and I found
of course,
myself
none
like,
of them got in the wet room. No, of course
they did.
And that's my observation. So we're gonna get to that in a moment.
Well, it is what it is.
No, and the observation is not what you think it is. Because yes, did I know that there was a couple of dudes that had nice pieces and nice asses, but my observation is different.
But listen, it is what it is. But I was okay with it. And the outside pool was cute. I enjoyed that. I wish the bubble beds were working.
Yes.
So I could experience those. But the food
the joint
was
is
fucking
only
expensive. Like the idea,
I didn't think it was that expensive.
I thought it was expensive for what they were offering. Like the chicken wings, they offered like chicken wings, and then like a hamburger was like $15, And then I was like, it didn't even come.
Well,
with like
I was looking. I didn't
But I
really
just
look at
looked at
any
the
of the
prices.
American food. I was looking at like the bento boxes and the ramens, and I thought the prices were decent.
Wait
for
a
that.
minute. Wait a minute. Bougie girl. Full fuck ass well. Is that what we're doing?
That's what
Full
she said.
fuck ass well.
That is what she said. She has specific feelings about this
Okay.
excursion.
I'm gonna leave that one
So
alone.
we
Okay.
will plan an excursion in the month of July for the BGKH fans.
Towards the end of July.
Towards the end of July, yes. All right. So here's my observation. You know that this is not a black space,
No.
but black people have certainly taken it over. They are the three times that I've been there. Yeah, because the first time was with the slave, Hey Slave. The second time was with Seder, and the third time was with the three of us.
Okay.
And each time, the blacks, the coloreds, have been the largest demographic by far. So
Okay.
like 75% of the people that were there were black. And you know how the blacks are. You're supposed to, before you go to the pool, get in the shower. And the shower, this isn't like your dormitory shower or the gym or anything.
It's a real shower.
It's like a shower in a locker room. Well, it's not really, because it's a little fancier than that.
Yeah.
But essentially, you got a shower in front of everybody. And because I am an observer of humanity. That's what we call it.
Okay.
I am an observer of humanity. I always position myself whenever possible to see people coming into the wet part of the space. Also, because I just don't trust in this day and age that, people ain't crazy. And I'm not going to be sitting in the pool chilling and have somebody come up behind me and try to murk me.
Listen.
I need to see it coming, because totally wet or not, you're going to get all of this seal flesh trying to beat your ass, if you try some shit. And so the instructions are right there. If you want to come in the wet area, you're not supposed to be wearing any clothes. And before you get into the wet area, you need to bathe.
Yes.
And the showers are there. They got the soap, which actually smells very good and does get you clean.
And the lotion was pretty good too.
But there were some people who were getting into the water in the wet area. There were a couple people, and they had on trunks, which I'm gonna let that slide. But most of the people, like when you go into the wet area, there's never been more, the 3 times that I've been there, never more than 5 to 7 people in that entire wet area, maybe 10 at the most. But there are thousands of people outside in the pool.
Yeah, it was a lot.
So all of those people are taking their dirty street ass
because we were
and
sitting
getting in the pool because the pool is actually lovely. It's temperate.
It's a very nice pool.
You don't. It's not, because you know how I am about pools. I'm like, I dip my toe in and it takes me like 30 minutes to get acclimated and get down into the water. The water is at room at body temperature, so it's like 94 degrees or whatever.
But at one point we sat in that pool and I was
and
sitting
look
there,
at it, you could just see
I'm
the
looking
oil
at the water, and I was like,
the body dirt,
and I kept sitting there like, is this like then Dominion was like, well, it's pollen, and I was like,
then I looked at it again.
We're gonna go with that, but I kept sitting there thinking like, I'm sitting in like flesh and dead.
And the part of that is that because the bubbles weren't working. I mean, the water circulated. Don't get me wrong. It's not.
But that's what I was thinking. That's where I'm at right now.
What it is that people were clearly not bathing, because there's no way. There's nowhere else to bathe.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm assuming that an equal number of women are doing the same thing. Plus, the women, if you're not, lots of black women don't necessarily want to get their hair wet.
Right.
So, but your hair, you can't. There's really no way for your hair not to get wet, or some hair
part.
Some part. So at some point I was like, okay. And plus, we were hungry, so it was just a good time.
And then I forgot about that. So afterwards, we did go to
Texas Day, Brazil. It was a lovely birthday weekend.
It was a very lovely birthday weekend. I enjoyed myself. You have that craving for meat, and I was like, bitch, I want meat. And then I got
And
full kind of fast.
I know, I was so mad.
But
Because I
you
was
know,
like, more of the garlic bacon wrapped sirloin.
Yeah.
And he put down like 5 pieces, and I ate like 2
let's not talk
pieces,
about
and
food,
I was
'cause
like,
I'm hungry right now. I can't
damn
listen.
it.
Well, I've been
I still got
working,
some left. No.
working like
that
a
was
slave.
from Sunday. Oh, and then Sunday we went out with a couple of our brothers
Yes.
and had margaritas at my favorite taco spot.
Yes, it was a cute spot.
That is my favorite spot.
They had a very good, I actually like when they do, I had another steak because again, I'm craving meat. I had another, but it was like I don't want to say a Mexican steak, but it was seasoned just a little bit different with more Cuban or Mexican spices. And it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. It was really good.
Mm-hmm.
So, but, and then I wound up going out for a second with a couple of our brothers, and I went down to Uproar and bumped into a couple other brothers.
Yeah, y'all girls be staying out late. I was like,
No.
It's a fucking school night.
No. By the time I got there, I stayed 20 minutes and then I rolled out. So I was good. They were like, "Oh, we're gonna go here, we're gonna go there." I was like, "No, I'm good.
Y'all
thank
can
you.
go here, there, and everywhere.
Thank you.
But
I'm good.
Not I.
That was good." So, but that was it for me. How was your week?
Regular work shit, you know.
Okay.
I did have a conversation with the boss on the 101 on my 101, and the word on the street is that I should be a permanent Amtrak employee and promoted by the end of August. So
Good.
Until it happens. And I told her point blank, I was like, do I want this job? Yes. Am I happy here at Amtrak?
Make sure that doesn't fall off the table.
Am I happy here at Amtrak and all that? Yes, I am all happy. But if the money ain't right, we don't even need to have a conversation, because I'm telling you, there is no scenario under which I'm going to take some huge crazy pay cut.
Yeah.
So if we can't get it together on the Monday, then I need to find a new job by November, because you're only allowed to be a contractor for a year. They changed the rules. They used to have contractors that was there for like 5-6 years.
Oh, wow.
But apparently the inspector general came and said, no, you can only be a contractor for a year.
So maximum. Monday is your year?
No, Monday. Oh. My year is November the 1st.
Oh, okay.
So I'd still have time. So I would have to find a new job between now and then, which is fine. But I'm just like, listen, there's no scenario under which I'm going to take, not more than $10,000 less than I'm making now, because I'd be like, all right, well, you get these travel benefits. First of all, bitch, I'm gonna be in New York City every weekend, because if I get that travel benefit every weekend, I'm gonna be like, multi-pass on the train to New York City. But like, you know what? I want a bagel. Multi-pass.
Oh my God.
Bitch, I'm gonna use the shit out of that. And having the vacation time built in and stuff, because these girls be traveling.
Listen, you might as well. I still haven't quite understood why they do not have, and I don't know if they do, why they don't have a connection with the airlines as well. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
because the airlines are nowhere near the airports.
But the
airports are nowhere near the train
going.
station, except like New York City.
Well, Philadelphia you can take it down towards the airport as well.
Yeah, but they'd have to. But I'm saying, and even in New York City and even in Philadelphia, they'd have to be like a shuttle service between, and that's liability, because if something happened on the shuttle, then that's a long ass shuttle. It'd be different if like the train station was a mile away from the airport. But look at Philadelphia. Look at where the airport is,
because it actually
versus where the trains, where 30th Street Station is. It's like 10 miles.
Well, but the airport. The commuter lines come into the airport in Philadelphia. I'm using this as an example.
Yeah, I don't have nothing to do with the commuter lines. I know
So that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So what I'm saying, but the commuter lines are usually a part of Amtrak. That's what I'm saying.
Those are totally separate.
They're not.
They might use
subway
the same
train
tracks,
but they may use the tracks. And the cars are not the same as the subway.
Right.
Separate.
But those are two separate organizations. They've just agreed to use the same infrastructure.
Right, and I understand that. So that's why I was saying I'm wondering why there's not, or if there is, some sort of connection as well.
Maybe.
But
all right.
Bullshit.
So anyway, we have to start with some breaking news.
Yeah, and this is not.
Well, I got different breaking news.
Okay.
You. So breaking
news. Breaking news.
This is a BTFB bulletin.
Oh.
This is not an
my
alert.
ears just perked
This
up.
is a bulletin.
My
A
ears just
bulletin lets you know of coming changes. Alert comes in 3 flavors. There's a green alert, which
You
means
went out. Probably dead.
bastards.
Come on, we'll do the echoes.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
All right, there we go.
Okay.
So there's a green alert, a yellow alert, and a red alert.
Okay.
Green alert means is more than a bulletin, meaning that you need to make plans.
Okay.
Yellow means you need to make plans within the month.
Okay.
Red alert means stop what you're doing and get your fat ass down to wherever it is that we said. Like, remember when I found out that they were now selling Bluebell ice cream at the Walmart? That was a Bristerhood of the traveling fat bitches red alert, meaning that you needed to stop what you were doing and get your fat ass down to the Walmart to get your ice cream. This is a bulletin. Krispy Kreme has donut soft serve.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I know how I feel about it.
So it's donut flavored soft serve?
Yes. So it's a good soft serve that they actually have donut pieces in, and they have a whole variety of different soft serves. So like the lemon curd that's in the soft serve, they have one that has the lemon curd mixed in. Also, the waffle cone is made from the donut batter.
Now, I just got excited about that waffle cone.
Yes.
That.
Imagine a waffle cone made from
I just got, I got
Krispy
all
Kreme
juicy around the
donut
mouth.
batter.
Ooh, a donut. Oh, I just got juicy around the mouth.
Now, the reason that this is merely a bulletin versus an alert is because it's only being rolled out in 10 markets right now.
Tell me.
No.
Is it
because
it
it
tell me.
It cannot be, because by definition, if they had a Krispy Kreme donut waffle cone,
we would be broadcasting live.
We would be broadcasting live
We
from
are
the fucking
broadcasting
parking lot of the Krispy Kreme.
We are outside of Krispy Kreme right now. We're going to get this damn donut.
So I'm trying to find the link. So all right. So the ice. This is the report that I had from. They had a chocolate ice cone and a strawberry ice cone. Each cone was drizzled with shell topping and dehydrated original glazed donut sprinkles. And they also had a lemon-filled shake. So they also have shakes too. And it's only rolling out in 10 markets. So let me get you the list of the markets. And this is why it's a bulletin. The locations are in Newport News, Virginia, Hampton, Virginia, Virginia Beach, Portsmouth, Virginia, Chesapeake, Virginia, Burlington, North Carolina, Greensboro, North Carolina, and South Charleston, West Virginia. So unfortunately, no locations
None of them are really close
near to us. Now, I have, the slave used to live in Portsmouth, Virginia.
Yeah, I was like,
and I've done a cute
bad.
trip. So, like, if we decided to take a trip to to Virginia Beach, we will pass by it, and we could make it happen.
So Williamsburg,
no, Williamsburg is like an hour, hour and a half from.
Just thinking.
Yeah, so something to think about. But that is why it's a bulletin, because there's no place that is close to us now.
I feel like that deserves a Tu Wong Fu sigh.
Yes. Hampton is 2 hours away. Okay.
Well. Okay.
So, Bougie Girl, if you try it, then we'll expect a live taste test on air in your car from the parking lot.
Or Bougie. If you trying to drive, we will definitely co-pilot with you, because I'm just saying.
I mean,
if you trying to do the 2 hour,
Road trip.
I mean, I'm here for the road trip.
Winery. Picture it. A road trip where we stop at a couple of wineries and get white girl wasted.
Because we will be toe up. From the
We
flow
gotta stay.
up.
We will need a hotel room because by the time we get to the Krispy Kreme, we will be fucked up. So we would need to spend the night somewhere.
Oh my goodness.
So that could be a BGKH road trip. So
okay, I'm good with
we'll
that.
we'll think about that. All right, so we'll plan that. So that is my one breaking news. Second breaking news.
Oh, child. Oh, child.
Woo, 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 woo.
Breaking
woo,
news.
woo, woo, woo.
Breaking news.
Azalea Banks accuses Beyonce of trying to, quote,
Azalea.
I said what I said.
Her name is
Azalea Banks accuses Beyonce of trying to, quote unquote, erase her from house music.
Let's just stop this before we even get started. Who the fuck is Azalea Banks when you start thinking about house music? She is not. Azalea, girl, you are really
here
reaching
the words. A Metro UK article cited an anonymous source that claimed Beyonce had used dance music from artists like Mr. Jam, David Asante, MNEK, Camille, and early Azalea Banks when brainstorming the Big Beat. So basically, as they were sort of coming up with the template for what it was, they didn't sample any of her music, but they would just use it as inspiration.
Yeah.
So based on that, Azalea Banks said that Beyonce is trying to erase her from house music. First of all,
go ahead. Please finish.
Quote, because I want you to hear the quote.
Okay.
The foolishness of the quote.
Okay.
Quote, "You're quote unquote brainstorming with 6 people to my early records," Banks wrote, "which are miles beyond whatever flaccid and insecure attempt you just made to try for an audience grab during Pride Month when you don't give a damn about the gays any other time of the year."
So while I think her statement, for some artists, many artists would be true, I don't know if I feel that way about Bey. And not that she specifically does anything for the gays.
She don't need to. Her existence is for the gays.
Exactly. So that's my whole
Everything
point.
that Beyonce does is for the gays. Even when
the gays, honey.
even when she isn't trying to do it for the gays, it's for the gays.
It's for the gays.
Let's just be clear. Everything Beyonce does is for the gays.
So
also, hasn't Azalea said anti-gay shit before?
Azalea has said,
I said what I said, and I'm not backing down from it.
Yes. She has said some crazy. She's off. Like she's just off. Like she does.
Listen,
stuff.
I'm not trying to sound ableist or shaming of people
No,
who have disabilities, but something ain't right in the buttermilk.
The buttermilk is a little sour. It got a couple of leaves and a couple ants in it or something. Maybe a couple of chains or something, like a couple, lost monkey wrenches or nuts in there or something. But
right.
She just something ain't right.
Crazy as cat shit.
She ain't.
All right, and so in the last bit of
woo
woo woo woo woo woo woo
breaking news.
R. Kelly sentenced to 30 years in prison on racketeering, sex trafficking case.
So this is my face that says, "Oh my God, I'm shocked."
And this is my face that's like,
"Oh my God, he's never coming out."
Oh no. I like 90s R. Kelly, and I still rocks to it in private every now and again.
Let me be clear. This cancel culture, when it comes to musicians and artists, listen, I'm not justifying anything that he's done. Not at all. But what I will say is the money that I spent on my music, that I still have the CD for, that I've downloaded into my, that I'm going to listen to that.
Hallelujah.
I am going to listen to that in the privacy of my own space. I'm going to listen to that because I spent my money because I like the songs.
Right
Now,
I have good memories to the songs.
yes, indeed.
But I do respect that
Yes,
everybody
God.
doesn't, and I would never trigger someone by being like at a party, being like, "Hey, let's play my R. Kelly mix." But between me and myself, when I'm sitting in my room, sitting up,
because listen, there's a couple of songs off the top of my head that I could be like,
probably wouldn't. We're not gonna do that.
The
So-
Bluetooth device is ready to
Oh yeah, we
pair.
might need this for later.
and for me, one of my favorite albums that I can listen to from beginning to end by
12
him.
Play?
No, the Chocolate
Factory.
Chocolate Factory album
Mm-hmm.
from beginning to end.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
So yeah, so not surprised, not at all shocked.
Not at all.
You do crazy shit. What the fuck do you expect? And I mean, there's really just nothing to say about it.
No,
so he's, he did what he did. So let's get into
What?
the show.
We have a Legionnaire sighting? What?
I know Legionnaire is here for the motherfucking
boo.
season finale.
Right,
E.
E. Thank you for showing up for the season finale, E. Thank you. We appreciate you. So listen, I know everybody probably has heard this before. We're going to report on it anyway. And it's unfortunate, but we still want to keep people in the know. We want people to start making moves that are going to benefit them now as well as benefit them in the future, because there is a chance that these things will change, and we are the difference, or we are the change that can be made.
Mm-hmm.
So the Supreme Court overturns Roe versus Wade, ending 50 years of federal abortion rights. And just a couple things. The Supreme Court in a 5-4 decision overturned Roe versus Wade. Roe, since 1973, had permitted abortions during the first 2 trimesters of pregnancy in the U.S. Almost half of the states are expected to outlaw or severely restrict abortion as a result of the Supreme Court's decision on a Mississippi case known as Dobbs versus Jackson, Women's Health Organization. Justice Samuel Alito wrote the majority opinion, joined by 4 other conservatives. The 3 liberal justices opposed the decision. Chief Justice John Roberts voted with the majority to uphold the Mississippi abortion restrictions, but did not approve of tossing out Roe altogether. And as a side note, and one more addendum, that damn Clarence Thomas wrote that we also should be looking at appealing gay rights and a few other things. But what you didn't look into was that Loving versus the state of Virginia about making, it legal to marry interracially. You didn't look at that. You didn't want to revisit that. Is that why? Why is that?
And the for context on that, the hypocrisy of that is that Roe versus, first of all, this Supreme Court is now throwing out the idea of precedent, which says that, once some shit is decided,
which is true,
we can't just add willy-nilly be bringing shit back up once something is sort of settled law, because the Supreme Court is theoretically the ultimate law of the land, which is not true. Well, anything can be overridden, but for all intents and purposes, it is
court.
I
think it's
highest court. I mean, a 2/3 majority of Congress can overrule a Supreme Court.
Well,
decision.
yeah, but just as far as the institution, it's the highest court in the land.
It is the highest court in the land, yes. But the Roe versus Wade decision built on previous decisions about interracial marriage, the decisions about the right to, because it used to be illegal to buy contraceptives in a lot of places. You couldn't buy condoms in a lot of places. You couldn't get birth control pills in a lot of places. Decisions about that built on Roe versus Wade, which built on Loving versus Virginia.
Yes.
Gay marriage built on all of that. So the foundation of all of this is the idea of personal rights.
Yes.
In other words, what a person does in the privacy of their own home, as long as it does not affect other people, is none of the government's business.
Absolutely.
So that was the case in Loving.
Right.
If you don't like, if you are black, if you are white and don't like interracial marriage, don't marry somebody that's not white. Don't have sex with someone who's not white. If you don't want to have an abortion, don't have an abortion. If you don't like gay marriage, don't marry a person of the same gender. If you don't like contraceptives, don't use contraceptives. But up until now, the law has been that because you don't like something doesn't mean the government has the right to regulate that.
Right. And
now, by saying that the concept of personal rights is up for discussion based on, because we talked about this a couple of months ago when the draft opinion first leaked, that Alito wrote. He talked about things that were considered sort of natural and part of the history of the country. And he said there is no precedent for abortion throughout this country. There is.
Well, yeah.
People have been finding ways to abort the children that they don't want in some very brutal ways, but in, some very normal ways. Lots of tribes, there are Italian great grandmothers that can tell you, Babushka, if you do not want to have a baby, just drink this concoction and you'll push that baby.
Baby Coca-Cola has been doing a lot for the children.
Right. So for millennia, women have been knowing how to get rid of babies that they don't want or can't take care of, or someone has told them they can't have that baby or whatever. So yes, there is a human history of abortion going back to the beginning of human history.
Right. Period.
So that's bullshit right there. But again, if we're saying that the idea of personal rights is up for grabs, and you want to say that means we should reconsider cases under abortion is up, is done. We should also re-examine gay rights. We should re-examine contraception and a bunch of other stuff. We should also be examining interracial marriage.
You're damn right. If you want to get specific.
But here's what I read. It's like, so
pick and choose.
People like everything. So I've read a couple of things, couple of anecdotes. One, rich people always get what they want, even in cases where you have spent your whole life railing against abortion, but your mistress turns up pregnant. Suddenly she gets an abortion. So regardless of whatever the law of the land is, that's going to affect us
in some way, shape, or form. And again,
but it's not going to affect the rich people who still want abortions. Also, this decision about reconsidering loving, either they're going to write in some sort of a bullshit exception to that, or they're just going to be so rich that no one's going to be able to do stuff to it. It's only really going to affect middle and lower class, or people who can't fight the whole fucking system for when they want an abortion or when they want to, or your 14-year-old daughter.
Right. And
I hesitate to say, we say this is true, but I hate to couch it this way, that, we as gay men and lesbians and bisexuals generally, and transgender people should care about this because our rights are next.
Yes.
That's true. But I feel like that feels very self-interested but it's true. But I feel like I'm never going to get pregnant. And because I don't really have sexual relationships with women, it feels unlikely that this is ever going to affect me directly for the balance of the time that I am here on this planet. But I still stand in solidarity with women,
Absolutely.
Not because I'm a gay man and because my rights might be under
for me,
it's a human right.
I would say it's a basic.
They are
human
people.
Right.
They are half the human population. And if my sister hurts, I hurt.
Absolutely.
If my sister does not feel free and safe in this country,
then
I'm not free because I have to live with her. I have
Absolutely.
to see her. I have to deal with her hurt and her pain.
Absolutely.
So even if I was a straight heterosexual man, I still feel like this is our issue. This is our fight. And so then let's talk about what you think we should do.
So first of all, I think everyone needs to pay close attention to these upcoming elections.
Mhm.
And I think you need to research your candidates.
Yes.
I think you need to be very clear on where they stand on certain issues.
Mhm.
Many politicians and people who are running for office will say things now and then somehow
Supreme Court justices do that.
Right.
AOC has already said it's a crime to lie to Congress because all of the last three justices were specifically asked during their confirmation hearings about abortion. And they all said that Roe versus Wade was the settled law of the land. And yet at the first available opportunity, they overturned it. So we're dealing with that, but go ahead, please.
So yeah, pay attention to what they do. Again, you may not necessarily be able to stop them from changing their minds later on, but know enough about the people that you are putting into office. And it starts from the local level. And I know I fall victim to this myself. I don't pay attention to the local politicians and how they will go up the ladder and into a different office. And, here we are now, they're trying to run for president. But I need to remember that they're representing me. Mm-hmm. And if you don't represent the things that I feel, the things that I feel are important, the things that I feel are just and right to me, then I don't want you shouldn't get my vote. That's generally how I feel.
Bougie Girl said, "Yep," because all this shit is going back to the state. So if folks think local and state elections don't matter,
absolutely,
think again.
Absolutely. And so, in many of these states, whether they're red or blue, most of them are probably red, that are not going to be supportive of abortion
or gay rights or contraception.
You need to pay attention to where, again, for me, where you live. We have this conversation.
Interracial marriage is a little different because then they'd have to,
anyway,
nothing, little half Negro babies tend to change your mind about a lot of stuff. Listen. Or does it though? Because I used to think that, but I know so many, not from this area, but I know a lot of mixed people from the Midwest who will tell you horror stories about growing up as a mixed race child and how their white grandparents treated them like shit.
Central Pennsylvania is like around the Harrisburg area and all type of. Oh my God, it is like mixed central, like a lot of. But anyway, I'm getting off track. Mm-hmm. So pay attention, vote, and also stand and support your brothers and sisters while this
vote
stuff
with your money, because there are a lot of abortion networks. Give them money.
Yeah. But and also, like I said, stand with your brothers and sisters. If that's how you feel, stand with them, support them. I was watching Facebook. I was looking at Facebook and saw someone post something about if you have a vagina, I stand with you. And
that was me.
But again, it was other
people were saying it too.
But again, it's a very true statement for me. There is no way in the hell in my life at this point I can stand here and have a conversation with anyone that's on this page or anyone that I know. If they tell me I do not want to have this child, that I'm going to sit back and judge them for any reason and then turn around and tell them that I can't help them. No, I'm going to support whatever their choice is, whether it's to have that child go into the system for adoption, whether they decide that they're going to do something as far as legally to abort that child. And if they decide to tell me something they want to whisper and put in an envelope that I don't know, I don't even want to know what they do with this child. Listen, I want to make sure that you're okay.
Right.
I want to make sure that you are supported. And I also want to make sure that at the end of it, you are okay with the decision that you have made.
Right. That's all you need to do. I'm not here to judge whatever it is
I'm not judging you at all.
Because I'm not trying to take care of the child. I know how expensive it is to take care of a child.
Just it's expensive in diapers. Your damn self.
In diapers, the year for bitch. If I don't feel like, if I don't have money for food, bitch, I could just eat ramen noodles. But you can't do that with no fucking baby.
That baby, that baby.
You got that baby got to have regular food.
Them two eyes gonna look up at you and say, "What's for dinner, mommy?"
Right. You can't just be like ramen noodles. You can't tell a 4-month-old that we having ramen noodles and hot dogs for dinner.
You know what, Dylan? I am sorry to hear that. That is awful. That is absolutely awful. And I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope that as a family member that you are there to support them.
Yes.
In some way, shape, or form.
Also, that's a separate issue. But finishing up this story, you know, people, the problem with those of us who call ourselves liberal is that we can't conceive of stuff because most liberal, for me, the definition of being, well, if one had shown up on time, we would still have 5 extra minutes, but okay.
But we just spent a whole hour talking about this.
We have not spent the hour.
Come on.
People used to like when conservatives would say they were one issue voters and their issue was abortion. For me, I am now a one issue voter. I'm not a one issue voter, but you get my point. Right. And that issue is abortion, because abortion now ties into gay rights, now ties into contraception, now ties into interracial relationships. So I'm going to do more than vote. I'm going to do what the conservatives, the Republicans, these white supremacists used to do, and demand that anyone who wants my vote has to be clear on their position on abortion. They can't just be like, oh, well, I guess. No, I need you to clearly say that I am in support of abortion, gay rights, women's right. I'm going to say more than abortion.
It should be
women's right to choose.
Yes.
Gay marriage, interracial marriage, and really, ultimately, they need to expressly state their position on privacy rights, because at the local, the state, and the federal level, I want my Congress people, I want to demand them that they need to codify Roe versus Wade. They need to codify gay marriage. They need to codify the right to privacy. That is my one issue. The right to privacy is the issue. We need to do that. We can't just be like, oh, whatever. We have to start holding our politicians to account. So and the last thing I'll say, I made the foolish mistake of giving the Democratic Party my email and my telephone number. When they send me my email and they say, hey, Brian, will you send me some money? My response will be, before I send you any money, I need to know your position on gay rights, women's rights, and the right to privacy. It needs to be an express position that you have written down, or I will not be sending you any money. And I am less likely to vote for you over someone who does express that.
So there it is.
Spec said, might be time to really think about a backup plan. I mean, listen, I could move, but no shade, my sister can't.
You know what?
We know lots of people that can't move. So I feel like I could move. And I feel like most of us on this, well, some of us are doing well enough that a lot of these things aren't going to really affect us. No shade, but the women on here, or the people with vaginas here, if they got pregnant, they know people. Yeah. We could help them. I also feel like this is such a large issue that I don't want to leave because it feels like abandoning too many people. Yeah. I'm not judging anyone who does. I'm honestly not. But for me, first of all, I grew up here. I mean, I have, my ancestors gave their blood, sweat, tears, whole fucking lives and existences for this country. And whatever we're going through is way less than whatever they went through. So I'm not going to leave.
And on the flip side, outside of this country, listen.
It's not like they love black people there.
Yeah, and while we're fighting for these things here at home, baby, you are fighting from in some places, some more things that we consider basic requirements. So for right now, I'm good right here.
And I know I keep saying the last thing I'll say is the very last thing is that nothing unites people around this planet more than anti-blackness. So might as well stay here and deal with the shit that we know, then move somewhere else and deal with some other shit, but then have no advocates in a place that you aren't even, that they'll consider you a foreigner for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Anyway, so this next story, VH1 cuts ties with Black Ink crew star Caesar Emanuel over dog abuse. VH1 and the game-changing tattoo reality show Black Ink Crew New York has reportedly made an executive decision to cut ties with its show star Caesar Emanuel. Now, many of you may know Caesar. I told you, Caesar. For me is he's a nice looking dude. He's come up because when they first started, he was very ashy lipped, very like not together. But anyway, there's a recorded clip from a Ring camera surfaced online Wednesday, June 22nd, showing a 43-year-old tattoo shop owner striking his dog with a folding chair several times and then locking the pup in a cage before pushing it down a hill. In a tweet posted on Thursday, January 23rd, VH1 responded to the incident, saying that we've made a decision to cut ties with Caesar Emanuel from Black Ink Crew New York. Since next season was close to finishing production, this season will not impact the upcoming season. So although it is unclear when the unearthed video actually took place, Caesar's lawyer told People, Caesar is an avid dog lover and has many dogs and has had in his lifetime many dogs and other pets. This was an unfortunate situation, and as I understand it, where there were a number of aggressive dogs attacking smaller dogs, and probably was a lapse of judgment as to how to appropriately break up that interaction. So listen, I wish him well.
Bullshit.
I could, but he's not on the show anymore. So
yeah, so fuck him. You know, because
the video was really kind of sad.
Were there other dogs in the video?
No.
Exactly. So that whole line of thinking
It was
is
just
bullshit. I knew that before I even saw it, because I see the way Black people, and this guy is Black, we see the way that Black people talk to other human beings who are younger and defenseless. So you can only imagine how they talk to the pets in their lives, who have even fewer rights than dogs, because he may be taken off of the show, but ain't nobody going to arrest him. But if he did all of that shit to his to some kids, so fuck him. And I'm a dog liker. I'm not a dog lover. But I just feel like you shouldn't put your hands on any other creature like that. Now, the one caveat is, like, if you were somewhere the dog was charging you, yes, I'm gonna hit you with a fucking chair. I'm just telling you.
And this dog was not.
And the dog was not. And I know that, I'm sure the dog was not, because if he had said that, he would have said at the beginning that I was being attacked by this dog, and it would have been clear from the video.
The dog was in the video was very, it was kind of like he was I don't want to say petulant child, but he was that kid that was coming back saying like, okay, sorry daddy.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was kind of like made to take the beating type of
right.
thing.
And
So
that's
it was
how
kinda
when
sad.
people when I'm going to stick with Black people, because it's Black, gay, kinky, human. Black people say, oh, well, you know, I got beatings and I turned out just fine. No, girl, you beat dogs. You beat other creatures because you don't know how to control your anger. That is a problem. Just because you don't murder other people don't mean you got anger issues. Don't mean you do not have anger issues. There's a range of anger issues that are south of murder that are still pretty fucked up. So, anywho.
Next story, Baltimore director John Waters is getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
John Waters, Baltimore's beloved iconoclastic filmmaker known as the Pope of Trash, is getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 2023. The 76-year-old is one of 7 honorees from the movie industry in the 2023 class, and the only recipient who isn't primarily an actor. So you have Uma Thurman, Bill Pullman, Vince Vaughn, Ludacris, Juanita Moore, and Paul Walker will also receive stars honoring their film work.
Ludacris is getting a star on the Walk of Fame for his film work.
Although Waters hasn't released a new feature film since 2004's A Dirty Shame, his Baltimore set movies pushing the boundaries of taste continue to be celebrated through elaborate re-releases, as the New York Times recently reported. Okay. So, of this class, they talked about the sentence read, who isn't primarily an actor. Now, Ludacris is not primarily an actor at this particular point, but he does act. He's also done.
All right. He is a Grammy Award winning. Right. Okay. Got it.
So, yes.
I think it's a crying shame that Juanita Moore is just now getting a star on the Walk of Fame, but we'll deal with that.
Does anybody remember who Juanita Moore is? Do you know anybody? I keep looking at the screen, but does anybody know who Juanita Moore is? Anyone?
You don't know who Juanita Moore is?
No, you're talking about from, oh God, just blanked out the movie.
That was Butterfly McQueen. Juanita Moore was in Soon we'll be done. Trouble. What the fuck was the name of that movie? That's my mama.
Imitation of
Imitation of
Life.
Life. Yes.
I couldn't get it together. I was like, I was like, okay. Anyway, but yes, that's Juanita Morris.
Yes.
One of my favorite girls, Megan Thee Stallion.
She's one of mine too.
Yeah. So Flamin' Hot Cheetos led Megan Thee Stallion to sign with Jay-Z's Rock Nation, and she was during a panel at Cannes. She shared her secret, her inside secret that convinced her to sign with Jay-Z's Rock Nation. She said, "I thought I was coming to meet the leader, and it was just going to be Rock Nation staff, like showing me around." She recalled. And then Jay-Z walks in the room, and I'm like, I didn't know Jay-Z was coming to my meeting. So she then said, but he comes in the room and he has like 6 platters of hot Cheetos. And he's like, I heard you like hot Cheetos. And she said, I was sold. Listen, if that ain't the most down to earth, call it what you like, bougetto, ghetto, whatever you want to call it. But I fucks with her. I fucks with that.
I like that. But my concern is, what's the money looking like?
Well,
where the money reside? That's all I really care about.
So
Flamin' Hot Cheetos, whatever. They could have come on solid gold plates. But I'm like, where's my money? Do I own my masters? All of that. That's what's really important. But sure.
So there we are. Brandy joins Jack Harlow on stage at the
Side
2022
note about
BET
Jack Harlow.
Awards.
Someone posted a meme of Jack Harlow looking like Mr. Tumnus.
Who?
From The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. The fawn, that had the scarf. I couldn't unsee it because he do look like Mr. Tumnus.
Somebody had the nerve to say, "Oh, that man is fine." I was like,
I think Jack Harlow is cute in like a dirty white boy trashy kind of way. I think he's very. I'd fuck the shit out of Jack Harlow.
I'm judging you not because you're fucking Jack Harlow and because he's white. I think I'm judging you because I feel like he stinks, and I'm judging you. I feel like there's a fungusy type of mildewy smell.
Really?
That's what I get.
I don't get that from him.
I get that.
I know the look that you're talking about, that douchey Kid Rocky kind of, and that's not attractive to me at all.
That Kid Rock look is not even fungusy or like
that's just dirt.
That's just dirt. Like that's just
I think Jack Harlow's cute.
Okay, well, so Brandy, or rather her alter ego, Brand New, shocked the BET Awards audience and viewers at home when she joined up-and-coming rap star Jack Harlow on the stage for a surprise performance. Harlow's early show appearance kicked off with cameos from album collaborators DJ Drama and Lil Wayne during a live performance of his track Poison.
Lil Wayne.
I said what the fuck I said.
I knew that was gonna come back.
So after exiting a stage scene,
Bougie Girl said the smegma of it all.
Oh God. After exiting a stage scene mimicking a late night session in a recording studio, Harlow was joined on stage by several dancers and participated in choreography to his smash hit single and infectious TikTok earworm First Class. Halfway through the performance, he was joined on stage by this article calls her
the vocal Bible.
Vocal Bible.
We are not condoning
any of that. And I see several people before I get to Brandon. Let me be also clear. I'm not discounting her talent.
No.
But I'm not signing on board for that.
She looks fabulous for her age.
She looked good that night.
Brandy looks like she just finished Moesha.
Yeah, she's like 40. I think she's 40, 41.
Yeah, so it's not like she should look old.
No, but she looks great.
Yeah.
But she, after she,
you know what it is? Because she's a succubus.
Oh, she did her own original verse to the wildly popular track. But here's another thing. In the show that they were on, that she was in, that just got canceled, with Butter Pecan Rican and Eve, and I can't think of the name of it right now. But anyway, her flow was amazing. If you listen to her, it was amazing. It was
I'll have to check it out.
The timbre in her voice, it was amazing.
She's the vocal Bible.
Sure. Okay. Well, anyway. I got some news about Brittany Griner.
Yes.
Her trial in Russia is to begin on Friday. She faces up to 10 years if convicted. Her case in Russia is making progress, though not in the direction many have called for since her detainment. A Russian court determined the WNBA player trial will begin on July 1st. The news broke on Monday as photos of a shackled Brittany started to make their rounds. The photos show Brittany arriving at her hearing in, I believe this is Khimki Court, near Moscow on Monday, June 27th. She wore a dark gray t-shirt, locks with apparent new growth, and some thin round glasses. Officers pulled her wrists together using handcuffs. On Monday, the court determined Brittany will remain behind bars for the duration of the trial and the next 6 months. And a statistic presented by AP gives little hope, as quote unquote fewer than 1% of defendants in Russia get an acquittal. Not only that, but if the court acquits Brittany, there's a possibility the court can overturn the decision. As previously reported, she was arrested nearly 4.5 months ago at a Moscow airport. Authorities say they found vape cartridges containing a hashish oil in her luggage while she entered the county via the Sheremetyevo airport. The Phoenix Mercury Center player was returning to the country from New York to play for a Russian team. I wish her well.
I wish her well. And the lesson for us is you go to some of these countries and you think that the American whatever to...
Thank you, Nichelle and Bougie Girl, Queens.
Yeah. You know, you think that sort of the American rules apply or whatever. And, you know, if they think that they can use her as a bargaining pawn, they don't know nothing about America's relation to other black races.
A gay black woman. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah.
Anybody jumping through hoops.
I'm
not saying that because I don't want her to come home.
She is very valuable and she needs to be home. She needs to be with her family, with her wife, and everyone else.
I'm talking about from a political standpoint.
From a political standpoint, that's just So did anybody take a gander at the BET Awards? Because I actually found myself tuning in, and I have several things to say about it.
I don't watch the BET. I don't watch BET.
I was not a fan. The BET Awards, I always tried to tune in and give them grace, and I always kind of felt like there was always something off, something that just wasn't quite. They just couldn't get it right. This year, I kind of looked at it and I said I caught bits and pieces of it, and I was surprised because the production value seemed to be good. The timing was right. The sound system was okay. You know, it kind of worked this time, and I was here for it. They had women on the show that talked about the Supreme Court's ruling about Roe versus Wade. Janelle Monáe was very outspoken. She basically said, "Fuck you, Supreme Court." Some of the big wins of the night was Silk Sonic, Jasmine Sullivan, Lotto, Zendaya. You know, you had artists that were shining in their onstage performances, like Lizzo. She came out as a gold disco ball. Jack Harlow and Brandy, as we talked about that. Gogo Moreau, rapper Doechii, Chance the Rapper. Like even Lotto, which was flawless for me. She brought out Mariah Carey to join her remix of Big Dick Energy. And it was flawless how they did it because they showed a screen of her figure, and then the shadow broke away as far as birds like flying away. It was very Janet Jackson-ish, and you would know if you went to the concert, but you would see that little breakaway. It was cute. And then all of a sudden, Mariah comes out. But then here's the thing that Mariah does that annoys me: she always has to have somebody to hold her hand while she's walking.
Yeah, because the bitch got on them heels,
so she has on these platform heels, and she's like,
How was her voice?
Her voice sounded okay. Now, at the end of the song, she apparently, to me, it seemed like she tried to go off script and hit a whistle note. And she's like,
quite work.
It was going, but they had already dimmed the sound to let's say, thanks.
She wanted to be like, I still got it.
That's what I felt like she was going for. And there was also a segment where Billy Porter, who celebrated
that
Pride
outfit
Month,
that Billy had on with those fucking peaks looking like a fucking pterodactyl.
I was
like, what are you doing?
His hair I thought was okay because it was pulled back to a ponytail.
It was all right.
It was all right.
Yeah, but that pterodactyl outfit,
the shoulders
was
is what got me. And it was the monochromatic look. I was like, that's it. Like it was just plain. It was like,
now it just feels that feels like a stunt. It feels like a stunt.
But he got up on that stage with some of the ballroom kids. And in particular, he had on stage with him Miss Shannon Balenciaga. Listen, Miss Shannon Balenciaga will forever be legendary because this, and I'm saying this with love, this bitch went to jail for crafting $19 million worth of shit. $19 million. That's what they convicted her of. We don't know how much she actually had, but $19 million. And she walked on stage looking like somebody's aunt. Like that's just what she just looked like somebody's aunt. She's beautiful, flawless skin. The makeup was good. They also had Miss Dominique come out or Tyra. I'm sorry, Miss Dominique from Pose. She would be Electra Wintour.
Mhm.
So it was cute, and they had the kids on stage. They were voguing. It was a little bit, all over the place.
I saw a clip of that. I was like, there's a lot going on this stage.
But big shout out to Kevin Jay-Z Prodigy. He was actually he's from Philadelphia, and he was in the house that I was in, the House of Movado, a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I get life because I'm sitting there saying to myself, my Facebook and my text messages were going off, and it was a couple of my friends like, "Oh my God, did you see Kevin? Did you see Kevin?" I'm like, "Bitch, what? What are you talking about?"
Right.
So that voice that you hear, this is what I want to hear. Ha! That's Kevin, and he's on a lot of house music tracks. He's a commenter. He's always around, but I'm so happy for him. So shout out to Kevin Jay-Z Prodigy. Baby, congratulations, you did your thing. Now, this red boot, we're going to have to talk about that because that thigh-high red boot, baby, I was like, what is going on here with this? But, bitch, you did it. You did your shit.
Bitch, you did that.
You did your shit. The rest of the show, Diddy got honored for a Lifetime Achievement Award. Taraji Henson was the host, and she looked flawless. She had several outfits. They also, towards the end, they did a memorial segment to honor those who had died in the past year, beginning with the mention of Roe versus Wade. Among those who received tribute were fashion journalist Andre Leon Talley, rapper Biz Markie, singer Tracy Braxton, former Miss USA Chesley Christ, The Wire actor Michael K. Williams, he was also in Ebony, fashion designer Virgil Abloh, Oscar-winning actor Sidney Poitier, and more. So the end of that segment came to a close. Or as the segment came to a close, locations where mass shootings have taken place flashed across the screen, beginning with Uvalde, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
The sounds of gunshot played in the background. The tribute ended with a message which read, "In memory of all lives lost due to gun violence." So it was a good way to kind of wrap that up, and I thought it was pretty good. So if you have the chance to check out the BET Awards, or at least check out some of the performances, do that because the performances were worth it, in my opinion.
All right, so our last segment, as always, is the drags and the races.
Yes.
All right, let's get to.
So we're up, and y'all. Can you all? Are we up and posted? Y'all are
not
running.
yet.
And...
Just give us a second.
Okay. All right. So we'll vamp a little bit. Oh, we're on. Okay. All right.
All right, dear.
So, season 7 All Stars. Listen, let's start with RuPaul's looks.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, don't give me no shade about my pictures because we had a rough day today.
I liked this look.
I liked this look on her, and it looked good, and it looked like she felt good in it.
Mm-hmm.
Because some of the short looks that she's been wearing lately, I'm like, girl, what you?
She looks like, oh, this doesn't fit.
Right.
Well.
And then the casual look, it was like, all right, it was a cute shirt. I was like, all right, it was just a regular everyday.
I've never been
look.
a fan of men's. We used to call those high waters when I was growing up.
Oh,
and also a man that don't have on no socks. I was like, your feet stink.
Don't expose your ankles. Put some socks on.
Right.
Like they just
even if they're like sheer like dress socks or something.
Put some socks on.
Yeah.
Maybe we're showing our age.
That's fine.
But I'm okay with that.
I'm with it.
So this episode, they had to recreate iconic Rue looks, and so she had several, and she gave kudos to her designer, who I just lost his name right now. But again, he's the person who came up with he's the person who came up with these 8 looks that were put out for the show. He's done a lot of her stuff. It starts with an M. I can't think of his name.
Milo, blah blah blah.
Something or whatever. But these were the 8 iconic looks that they were all challenged to recreate. So Raja got the Born Naked promo where Rue is all in white.
This look is fabulous, but it feels like this is the same outfit that she's worn.
I keep
many
saying
times.
Raja does.
It looks good.
Look. It's something. It's just I don't know.
Yeah, but this look is literally what she wore. I feel like she's worn a similar look in like gold. And other things.
It's like the same thing. It's like she's doing the RuPaul thing. McCall's pattern on the 5430. Like that's how all her dresses are cut. That's how I feel.
I will say that it's a lot of work to put together a look like this.
Most certainly
it's not
is.
As if
she
definitely made it there, but I'm just saying she's definitely following a pattern.
I'm not discounting that look at her skills at all.
Mm-hmm.
And it was cute. But the next look, Trinity the Tuck Taylor. Listen, I need you all to understand that I am a fan of Trinity, but this stinking bitch put together this entire gown with this full mermaid tail that was based off of a season 8 promo look and interpreted it a completely different way. Miss Trinity is clean as shit. I didn't particularly care for the hair. It felt very old womanish, but the dress was bad. And she still had time to help others get their gowns together.
Right.
Ugh, sickening. Jada Essence Hall, one of my favorite looks of the episode and one of my favorite looks of Jada's period.
Yes.
She looked good.
And this was from the tribute to Diana Ross. So it was an interpretation of that look. And I said, this looks like something Diana Ross would wear.
What she would have worn, Rue would wear. Like it looks, it fits into everything. It was clean as shit. Jada, you did that. That's all I'm gonna say on that one. Next up, we had the Vivian. Listen, the Vivian is clean. She always is clean.
Yeah.
This interpretation of Rue's the Despy Awards look, it was cute. It worked for her. It didn't blow my hair back, but it was cute. It worked.
Yes. Although I did say Raja should win because something about the way that Raja's outfit moved when she walked, it really sort of caught my eye, and she sold the look for me. She was one of the two people that I thought should win.
Okay.
Jinx, I was surprised at how well this came out because
she will tell you in a heartbeat she's not a seamstress. She can't sew, but she got a Drag Race promo down under look with the purple gown and the big shoulder, the one off shoulder, which actually was a good look on Rue with the big pompadour hair and everything. It was cute.
Yeah.
But Jinx's look was all right.
It was Jinx.
It was very Jinxy. She she knows her,
and she was already blocked, so there was no way she was going to win.
Yeah.
So it was a good effort for her, but the stakes were relatively low for her for this week.
But it worked. Monet exchange. Okay, so listen.
Monet
got the face kini look, which was every fucking thing. And I think to this day, I still look at her and I'm thinking, what the fuck is going on? But it was just that bad. So listen, for me, Monet's this look, Monet's body sold the outfit.
Yes.
The colors and the patterning and all that type of stuff. It takes a lot to, like Dolly Parton always says, it takes a lot to look, a lot of money to look this cheap.
Right.
It takes a lot of eye to put this shit together.
Yes.
And I think she did a very good job, especially even I think it was Michelle or one of the other judges said that she had the top hat on and it kind of gave her like elongated her and made her look a little bit more. But it was a good look. And it wasn't one of my favorites.
Really?
But it was a good look though.
And normally I'm not huge Monet fan, but I said her face kini look turned it and she should win. I fucking loved everything about this look. It was simple.
It was very simple.
Be clear, she's really just got on a bodysuit.
It's like a whole catsuit with the arms and the corsets and everything.
But she made that for one.
She made it.
And you got to fit your whole body into it, and it's got to fit well, and you got to turn it. And, when you're doing a face kini look, it is all about your ability to sell the look. Because another person could have worn that same thing and you just been like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, no. Her body.
Yeah.
But legs and hips and body. Yes. So, Shea Coulee.
I did not care for this at all.
So, I said this before. Shea has been losing steam for me.
It felt like she phoned this in.
Yeah, I felt like what she was going for would have been a lot better had she had more time.
So what she said was that this was going to be all like out here.
And it was to a certain extent.
What she said. What happened was it was a little ruffle, but it sort of deflated and fell back. So it wasn't as gaggy as what she said it was going to give. Because if she had done all of that with this piece that was essentially like a halo, around her, all on the arms, that would have been so. But now it's like she's got on some cute ruffles. And it's a cute ensemble. And be clear, because she sews better than I, because I couldn't make none of this.
Ruffles are hard as shit. You take
and she hand painted all of this shit too.
Yes.
So I'm not shading any of that, but it just wasn't as gaggy in actuality as her concept.
But to be clear, Ruth's sugar ball gown, the gown itself, I like the pattern. I didn't particularly care for the dress. It's not a bad look.
She said Ruth said this was one of her favorite dresses she's ever worn. Maybe it just fit good and made her feel good about herself.
She feel good. So, but yeah, Shea did, but she's losing steam for me.
Yeah.
Shea. So anyway, now Evie Oddly got Supermodel of the World, which is the first look that I think everybody
I fucking love those pants that Evie made. Those were so nice.
Listen, those pants are amazing, and when you pinned them. He pinned them perfectly. So we'll talk about that
Mhm.
because the longer you are, the better they look.
Yeah, I'm short torso.
And so like that's the thing. Like Devon and I've been having this conversation about like wide leg pants all the time.
Mhm.
And so for me, I always have to be careful because it makes me look shorter and also fatter. And so I'm
Mhm.
like, all right, but listen, when your attitude is what pulls it off, and Evie's attitude is what pulls it off. Now this, as Ru calls it, a pussycat wig, this little pussycat wig that's feathered to the front,
yeah,
it looks good on Evie.
It looks good, but I feel like it would have been easier to recreate the hairstyle to sort of carry the full look. But sure.
But she reversed the whole look because the skirt was short in the front, long in the back,
right?
And then the color went down into red, and she made it go up into red.
Yeah.
So it was cute. I like the concept.
Evie's on an upswing.
She's on an upswing.
Mm-hmm.
But what wound up happening was the top two contenders were Trinity and Jada.
I'm fine with Trinity. I just don't think that she deserved to be in the top.
So I agree with you.
I think it should have been Raja or Monet.
I didn't quite. Well, I'm sorry. I agree with you from the standpoint. I'm sorry, as far as this lip sync is concerned.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as the gown, I think it was amazing. I think she did a great job.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's get into both of these catsuits they got on, because Miss Jada's fire catsuit is it's amazing.
Death catsuit was hot.
Trinity's not so much, but it fits her body. It looks good on her.
Titties was too low.
But, hey, whatever. I mean,
there's lots of titties, a lot of women whose titties are that low, but
mine are in my lap now, so it don't make a difference.
And the amount of work that Trinity has had done on her nose, I'm just like,
but baby,
girl,
she looks amazing.
She does.
She paints the shit out of her face.
Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't say that Jada does not as well, because she does. But
Jada
Trinity
gives you a more natural beat.
It is more natural black girl beat.
But Jada looks like that all the time.
Yeah, it's like the same face, just a different outfit.
Mm-hmm.
But so they went up against each other for this lip sync, and to me, I was not a fan of Trinity.
No,
but she wound up winning the lip sync, and so Trinity, was the winner, and so she got the $10,000 and she got the power to block.
Mm-hmm.
Jada was safe, and she got her star as well. But then she was able to give the golden plunger to Miss Evie Oddly, which
I think was a smart move because
she got 2 stars in one damn episode.
I feel like what happens is that you're sort of coasting along, then you have that one win, and then when you have that win, it gives you that confidence to be like try out new ideas and believe in yourself a little bit more. You know how like you're sort of doing fine, right? And then someone's like, bitch, you did a good job. And then you're like, yeah, bitch, I did do a good job. And so then when you're coming up with ideas for the next challenge, you're like, well, maybe I am good, and then so like you're willing to take more chances. So I think that was a good block. But Evie's got her 2 stars. So
she's got her 2 stars. She's good. So I mean, listen, this week was good. I enjoyed it. I'm interested to see what's going to go on next week. So you know,
and by the time we get back, we should be at or just past the season finale.
Yeah.
So we'll
we'll
reserve some longer time to go through each of those.
We'll do a recap.
That's what I meant.
I'm sorry. I thought you were meaning as we're doing it like this for each one. Sorry, I just wanted to clarify.
Like 30 slides? I'd have a way to get better images.
I do too. However, we'll talk about that.
Yeah. All right. So that was fun.
Yes. So
I think we should just get into this beautiful beam footage.
Yeah, make it happen.
All right. Well, kids, this has been a lovely season. We've had a wonderful time.
Yay!
Just from a logistical standpoint, we will be back on the air on August the 3rd. Yeah, that Wednesday is the 3rd. This is all July.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at July. Sorry.
Yeah, Wednesday, August the 3rd. And we look forward to seeing you then. I will say that I remain incredibly humbled and grateful that you all take time every Wednesday. I'm looking at there, and I should be looking there. Grateful that you take the time every Wednesday to join us in the audience. We'll ask you, as we've always asked you, to help us continue to grow our audience by sharing, and subscribing. We're going to start to do more fun stuff. And as we do more fun stuff, hopefully more people will join us. And so we will definitely, so I feel like there's potentially 2 trips. There's a trip to King Spa, and then there's this trip, this wine trip.
Yes.
Ending with the donut spot. So we'll plan that. We'll look at that in the next week or so. And some of that, all of that might not be able to happen in July, but over the next couple of weeks and months.
Yeah,
so.
we will. So for me, thank you all so much for dealing with all of my idiosyncrasies.
Mhm.
And which I don't need you to co-sign on that.
That's not what I meant at all.
Shit. But we all of our idiosyncrasies, but these are the things, these are the things that make us us. And piggybacking off of what Dominion just said, again, it's amazing that you guys tune in for us, to see us, to hear us, to spend time with us. And it's good to go out and have somebody say, "Oh my God, you're from the BGKH show," and I'm like, hey,
right?
Because I had a couple people,
girl.
walk up to me at Code Red and say a couple things, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" I'm like, "All right." So I mean, it feels good, and I really appreciate you guys making time to be in this space that we've created and making it feel even better every time. So thank you all for all of that. And
Tyra says she appreciates us, and we appreciate you.
So in closing, I would definitely say this season has had lots of funny shit, lots of serious shit.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
Lots of sad shit, lots of unfortunate shit. But I'm so glad that we were able to share it with you, and you guys are definitely still able to share stuff with us. And again, we're just on a hiatus for the season. So again, please reach out to us. And half of y'all we talk to anyway, all the time. So, but just reach out to us, and we want to make sure. And we're going to be doing some stuff that we can include you guys in. So
you choose the exit song, and then I'll join in.
I don't know if I have an exit. You know what? I do have an exit
You
song.
always have a song.
I'm so glad we had this time together, just to laugh and tell a joke
or two.
Da 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 da
Da da da da da da.
da 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 da. BGKH 2022 season, what number?
10
Okay,
or so.
10 or something like that.
We out.